Hello friends and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Y'all, hello fall. It is officially here. October is knocking on the door. It is happening this week. I don't know about you, but I cannot believe that October is here. So what does that mean? Well, October brings some fantastic specials here at the Garden Center. But before we get to all the fun Garden Center specials that are happening, online folks, today and tomorrow, so Monday and Tuesday, we have a 30% off all shrubs and perennials online. Now there's just a select few perennials left, but we have got a massive inventory of shrubs available online. Of course, these are quart-size shrubs. Y'all, do not be afraid of quart-size shrubs. I have taken many of the quart-size shrubs from up at production for the online store, either put them in bigger containers and grown them out and then added to the landscape, however you want to do it. There is a great selection, 30% off. We are trying to help you have a beautiful garden coming in the next spring, in the coming years, because fall is a great time, especially for my folks in the warmer zones like I am, to take advantage of these amazing sales, because fall is the perfect time for planting. So online people, Monday and Tuesday of this week, happening right this second, all shrubs, whatever remaining perennials are 30% off. Now, for my garden center folks, so my people who are coming to Creekside, the physical space here in Dallas, North Carolina. All right, are you ready? Because if you are a longtime shopper of Creekside, then you know that October does bring some great sales. So first of all land and sea, so the land and sea compost plus the Proven Winners potting soil is on sale for $12.99 a bag. So here at the Garden Center, all of your land and sea compost, all of your Proven Winner potting soil is $12.99. This is the perfect time because you know when we're doing our fall projects, as I am cleaning up beds, I am either composting, I'm getting ready to start creating my fall containers. You need fresh potting soil because after this long summer, those annuals have soaked up all of that great soil, so you need to refresh your containers. So we're helping you out. Also, you can go ahead and stockpile some for next season. If you have an area where you can store it, take advantage of these fall sales because this is the only time that we do these sales. Also, all aquapot inserts. So over here, aquapot inserts are 20% off. There are 3 sizes of the aquapot inserts. You have got the minis. So you've got these guys. These are 11 inches wide, 7 inches tall. So these will go into your existing containers and turn them into self-watering containers. I have overwintered these. So when I have my aquapot inserts in my containers, I don't disassemble them in the winter, especially because most of them have like some perennials in them and they do great. So you've got the mini, you have got the original, which is kind of like that medium size, and then you have got the large. So the large insert is 18 inches wide, 12 inches tall. These are for these massive containers. So all of your inserts are 20% off. This is Garden Center only. And then we've got hose links. So we have got 7 of the hose links. Of course, these are those wonderful retractable reels. For example, we have one right here. These are going to be in the charcoal, which is this color. It's that nice dark black charcoal. They are $25 off. These are 82 feet long. They are a wonderful gift for yourself or for the gardener in your life. I know that we're at the end of September, beginning of October. Do not negate Christmas presents. So if you have a gardener in your life, I'm telling you, I cannot think of one gardener that would be upset for getting a hose reel from Hose Link for a Christmas gift. So they are $25 off while supplies last. We have 7 of them here, and so take advantage of that. Now, let's talk about plants. So we've had this special going on for a while, and folks are taking advantage of it like crazy. Most of the perennials, the select perennials here at the nursery, are 50% off. So this is, again, a great time to take advantage of that because fall is the time for planting. If you've been watching us, you know that we have been planting. And so our perennials are 50% off. The ones that would be excluded will have a big orange sticker on them, but like everything out here is 50% off. So daylilies, Shasta daisies, sedums, phlox, monarda, penstemon, the oregano, the echinacea. I mean, like literally, y'all, there are so much. Rudbeckia, the Stand By Me pink clematis, grasses, tons of options for you. If you are looking to do, add in your landscape, again, this is the time to do it, my friends. It is cooler. We're in blue jeans. It is raining finally. So this is a great time to add it to your landscape. Y'all, these gorgeous Forever Goldies, they are stunning. So we have got them in, was that a 7 gallon, 10 gallon? I don't know, 7 to 10 gallon, but a really nice size. We also have them in smaller sizes if you want them. But Forever Goldie is that beautiful arborvitae that takes the full sun, even here in the South with our heat and humidity, and they love it. I have one at the chicken coop. Y'all, it was a year ago that Helene came through and it took out half, like a tree fell on it and like sheared off half of it. It has flushed back out and it's absolutely gorgeous this year. So you've got those. You've got your North Poles. This is why we plant now, is because temperatures are cooler. You're getting more rain. The roots get to be established. It's less stress on the plant and it is less stress on you. So we got all these shrubs and perennials. Now we also, because thankfully the temperatures are finally changing some, and so we're bringing in those fall annuals. We have got beautiful mums. This is just a small select few. We have a whole nother shipment coming in this week. So whether you want those purples or you want the orange or you want the bright yellow, these are in those decorative kind of terracotta pot. So all you have to do is put it out and keep it watered. That is the main thing you want to do with your mums, is just to keep them well watered. What I like to do is just put a saucer underneath them, right? Whether a plastic one or a terracotta. There you go. So you can literally put them out. They are gorgeous. Again, we have more coming in this week. We'll show you those when they come in. And then y'all, oh my goodness, Cece and Brittany have done an amazing job displaying these fall annuals, because like I said, this week we got a whole nother crop of pansies, violas, we've got cabbages, we've got kales. These ornamental kales are absolutely stunning. So you've got the red and then you have got the white here. So what's going to happen is you can start to see a little bit of the red pink veining in here. When the temperatures really start to get chilly here, that's what's going to create those colors. So go ahead and take this, plant it in the landscape, put it in a container. This will make a gorgeous instant container somewhere. And then as the temperatures cool down, you'll get all that color in there. So we've got beautiful pansies, whether you like these violets, so that kind of with that cream and that purple, or if you like more of the big pop of the oranges, the yellows. We've got mixes, we've got whites. Like we literally have all sorts of colors. This is just the pansies over here. Then these are always so much fun. These are the cool wave pansies. So what these are they are actually trailing pansies. So you have, like this one is the strawberry swift. And so beautiful color, and so it will trail over. This is going to be great for your containers, for your hanging baskets, if you want to do a hanging basket. So you've got them in dark purples, yellows, soft creams, bright yellows, bicolors, you name it. And then the snapdragons. Y'all, these snapdragons are so stinking cute. I came in here, I was telling Cece or Brittany yesterday, I was like, every late summer, I say, I am not going to do fall plantings. I'm tired. I don't want to maintain anything. And then this arrives and it changes my mind because it is so gorgeous. So Jenny may have already shopped a little bit over here. You're going to see some containers that I am doing. But these snapdragons are so fun. They are a cool weather crop. Are they going to be flowering in January, February? No, probably not. They're going to die back, but in the spring, they will bounce back up. So this is one that's going to take you through till that really hard freezes that we have. I'm going to incorporate these with other components. So yes, they may die back in January and February. I don't know about you, but I'm not spending a ton of time staring out, you know, at my containers in January and February. But when those temperatures start to come back, they bounce back. So lots of fun. These are the snapshots, and the snapshots do really well. Basically, they're going to be, let's see if it has a size for me, 6 to 10 inches tall, and you're going to space them about a foot apart. So they're going to get a little wider than they are tall, so they're not going to get super floppy. If you have kids, this is why we call them snapdragons, because I'm going to let Jerry get in here close, because you can like open it up, and it's like a little dragon, like with this little mouth open. So that's fun. If you have kids, that's just something, it's a fun little thing. All right, let's come over here, because we'll talk about the rest in a minute, but we have the violas. So also we have the peacocks. So we have these flowering kales. This is the peacock white, and we have the peacock red over there. Y'all, you want to talk about instant impact in the landscape or a pot. Again, this is a different kind of kale. Kales and cabbages love the cool weather. This is when you're going to plant in your garden your kales and your cabbages, right, for those fall crops. This will turn that beautiful white. So again, make those containers. My people, my Disney gardeners, those that love to have a full container instantly, there you go. So then you've got all of the violas, all these different colors. So violas, remember, all pansies are in the viola family. So violas and pansies, they're all considered violas. However, not all violas are pansies. The difference is that violas have the little tiny blooms, right? So the blooms are significantly smaller. However, on one plant, you're going to have many more blooms. So maybe on a pansy this size, you only have 3 blooms. Here I've got like 15, okay? So your pansies and your violas, they have to have full sun, 5 to 6 hours or more of direct sun. If you don't have enough sun, they're not going to bloom. This is why I can't plant my pansies and violas on the driveway garden in my hay racks, because I don't get enough sun. They don't do anything. So I have to do some other things. So bright yellow, like I'm going to be using bright yellow at the chicken coop, because that bright yellow stands out from a distance. So if you have an area where you want to make a big impact from a distance, go with these really bold, like bright colors. The softer, more pastel colors, those are the ones that you see when you're up close to them. They make a big difference. But this is so stinking cute. Look, this is the Color Max Tricolor. So you've got all 3 different colors. And violas tend to be much more heat tolerant and cold tolerant. So they will bloom more consistently throughout this season than your pansies will. This is the also the Color Max. This is the Lavender Flash. I am going to be planting these in the new garden out front. So I've got mine that I had ordered in there, and so they are at the house. I'm going to be using those. Also, I love this display that our ladies put together, because this is a great example of how you can use these strawberry pots, right? So you've got a beautiful strawberry pot. It's not planted. It looks like it is, but it's not. They're actually just set down in here. But these are different herbs. So you've got the cardoon, which is a really fun, cool weather. It will stay all winter. It gets nice and big, actually be a perennial for us. And then you've got these herbs around here. So we've got different kinds of thyme. You've got mint. You've got parsley. You've got kale, sage. All of these components are here and available. And so this is a great time to be adding to your herb garden, right? Because all of these will go through the winter. Even my parsley, which is considered an annual, if you can get it established before the cold hits, I have had mine will always reliably come back for about 2 years before they kind of peter out. So you've got the variegated thyme, you've got the flowering thyme. You can use those as ground covers. Of course, they're edible. And then this is so fun. I love marigolds. I don't know about you. I know it's considered an old-timey plant, but marigolds are great. And so this is a beautiful orange. It is the Toshan yellow. So these are the nice, big, huge, fat blooms on it. They are covered in buds, and they will do great. So we have so much of a growing time left for the season. Marigolds will be a great option. And then, y'all, this is so fun. So we've brought in some of the Hello Yellow butterfly weed. This is a perennial. This is that milkweed that is the host plant for the monarch caterpillars, right? So this is what they eat. This is what the caterpillars eat. You will see in here that Cece brought in, she cut off part of her butterfly bush because she has got, there's two in here, two monarch chrysalis that we're waiting for them to hatch. And so they were attached, they attached themselves to her butterfly bush. She cut it off, brought it. It's nice and protected. And so we're kind of watching for these monarchs to come out of their chrysalis. So that is really, really fun. Ajugas, we've got 3 different kinds of ajugas. Ajugas are great because these are evergreen perennial ground covers. They're not crazy like invasive. They're not going to spread and be out of control. In fact, these are the feathered friends. So you have got the fancy finch, and this is, who is this? This is the tropical toucan. So you have got those. Like, we had a customer that literally came in and bought 2 entire flats of this because she has that area. It can do sun, it can do shade, and she wanted to fill it in. So she bought these. And then, of course, we have got also the fierce falcon, which is that nice black one as well. So you've got that. Components, this is the only time that you will ever see ivy in this garden center, is because we bring it in the fall, because it does make a great container component. Don't plant this in your landscape. It will take over your landscape, okay? This is not what we want. This is a container element because it stays nice and green in the winter, all year round rather, and it is beautiful for trailing. Do not plant this in your landscape. It will take over everything, including your house, your dog, your cat, your mailbox, your car. Just put it in the containers. It's really fun. And then Ms. America. So we have had Ms. America for several years. We could only get it in these smaller containers, but Ms. America is a mustard. It is edible. It is a fast grower. It will be evergreen throughout the entire winter, and it will get nice and big. Typically, we have really big ones. We couldn't get them this year, but Ms. America, great color component in your containers and or the landscape. We've got bright light Swiss chard. All of these are going to be great components. The kale, we've got both the winter boar, which is green, and we have got the red boar, which is a beautiful red. So lots and lots of options for you. If you don't know where to begin when you come to the garden center and you're like, I really want to do either a part in my flower bed by my front door, or I have a pot, or I have a hanging basket or a window box, this is the conditions, this is the size. We will help you put it together, right? So you don't have to feel overwhelmed, but there are so many options. We are incredibly blessed here in the South to be able to have these beautiful flowers in the wintertime. Our northern friends can attest that these do not last in the winter, right? So yes, they will use these in the spring when we're getting ready to sweat to death. They're planting these because they're much cooler. So as Southerners, embrace this and come either here to Creekside Nursery or visit your local garden center. Get those fall components. It will bring you a little bit of cheer on those dreary winter days. Speaking of dreary, the rain has started again, which I'm not going to complain about because, my word, we went through how many weeks with no rain whatsoever, and so now it has started to rain again. So let's see where we're going to go from here because it's raining. All right, so it is raining a little bit. It's not too bad, but I do want to show you. Let's come down here to the shrub lot because the azaleas are blooming. It is definitely going into that fall season where our reblooming azaleas are just kind of going for it, and they are loving life down here for sure. So these are the Perfecto Mundo azaleas. So we have got everywhere from, like, this is the Perfecto Mundo double dark pink, which is that nice like fuchsia color. So you've got those. Then we've got whites. They're not blooming yet. You've got the reds. So if you're a State fan or a Georgia fan or somebody with reds, then we've got those. And then you have got, look at this. This is the double pink. It has got that beautiful, nice, soft baby doll pink to it. And then you have got the Perfecto Mundo purple. Obviously, the purples are going to be a little bit bigger. They have a more bold color to them, so lots of options for you on that. Now, camellias. Y'all, we haven't talked about camellias, but my goodness, they have started to bloom. We are going into camellia season, the Sasanqua season. I've got Sasanquas at the house that are blooming. These are, look at that, isn't that beautiful? This is the Just Chill Double Mauve. These are from Proven Winners. They are called the Just Chill series because they are some of the most cold tolerant camellias. These take full sun. So sometimes with your camellias, you don't know if they need to have that part shade or what they can do. These absolutely can do full sun. They've been sitting out here for a couple of weeks now, and they are just doing great. So they're going to continue blooming. Your Just Chills are going to be a little bit more upright than they are wide, but they are gorgeous. So we have got the sun ones, and we have got shade camellias as well out in the pines, because people have been asking about that. Yes, we absolutely have camellias, and it is a great time to add them to your garden. So there's just lots of options. Hydrangeas, it is a great time. I'm telling you, add these hydrangeas to your garden now. If you want to put hydrangeas in your garden, fall, early winter is the best time here in the South to do it. So we're going to be getting more hydrangeas in this week. Again, as they come in, I will let you know. But like, we have got the tidbits. So you've got Firelight Tidbit, you have got Little Lime Punch, you've got Little Quick Fire, we've got Pufferfish, we've got Incrediballs. All of these are the sun-loving hydrangeas. And then of course we have got options for my shade people, my part sun, part shade. We've got the Let's Dance Sky View, the tiny Quick Fires, the tiny Tough Stuff. So lots of options for you. So get out there to your local garden center here at Creekside, Wednesdays through Saturdays, 9 to 3. Or if you're not anywhere local, go to your local garden center. Go and support those, and because it's a great time. Make your yard beautiful, have fun, get outside. It is great therapy. Put your phone down and turn it off, put it on silent, leave it in the house, and go outside, put your hands in the dirt, put your feet in the grass. You will feel so much better. All right, my friends, don't forget online specials and here at the garden center. So as always, we so appreciate you, and we will see you here at Creekside very soon. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.